If you like horror, 90s nostalgia, and animation, then you've come to the right place. Because today we're going to be watching and discussing the most morbid episode of the show, Hey Arnold. According to IMDb, the show is the everyday life of Arnold, a 4th grader in the city of Hillwood, Washington, who lives in a multiracial boarding house with his grandparents and a motley assortment of friends and neighbors. The show can be very serious, and there are many episodes that get dark. For this video, however, we're going to be taking a look at an episode that leans more into the genre of horror ghost story, which the show had many of, and they're all great. The episode we're going to be taking a look at is called The Headless Cabbie. If you like what I do, then consider subscribing and let me know your thoughts in the comments. What are your favorite moments, and did I miss one?
What's that?
It sounds like a horse, just like in the story.
It's the Headless Cabbie! Eugene!
Hi, guys! You scared the stuffing out of us, Eugene.
Oh, sorry. I was just practicing for my clog dancing class.
Log dancing on the cobblestones in the early evening. Now I've seen everything.
The episode starts with Arnold, Gerald, Stinky, Sid, and Harold in Arnold's room telling scary stories at night. Stinky tells a story about a monkey cat, which is about a monkey with the head of a cat. But, as you would expect, nobody thought that story was scary. So Arnold tells them the story about the Headless Cabbie. 100 years ago, a woman called a cabbie to give her a ride to the city park. As they ride, she tells them that she lost her Scotty dog and she's trying to find him. She mentions that it's a cold night and she offers the cabbie her scarf. The woman then hears her dog and she starts yelling at the cabbie to go faster. However, they run into a man with a golden hook arm, so they swerve to avoid him and end up going faster and faster to get away from the man but also go after the dog. As they go, the cabbie's scarf gets caught in the tree branch and the combination of the speed and force causes the cabbie to lose his head, while the woman yells maniacally like a crazy lady. Arnold's story leaves everyone scared, especially Harold. Afterwards, the group then decide to get ice cream, but Harold doesn't want to leave the house. They convince him and they end up at the park, which Harold also doesn't want to walk through, but they say it's a shortcut and the fastest way to get to the ice cream shop. As they walk through the park, it gets darker and more foggy, when all of a sudden, they see a lost Scotty dog. Harold freaks out because he says it's just like in the story, but the rest of the group dismisses it and they keep walking. Eventually, they hear a noise that sounds like a horse running. As they begin to freak out, they see it's just actually Eugene. Because, of course, Eugene will be clogging in the middle of the night in a creepy park all alone. They are relieved as they see it's nothing and they keep walking. As they enter a tunnel, they encounter the man with the golden hook arm and they run away in fear.
It's the man with the golden hook for an arm!
Just wanted to sell him a quality watch.
Yeah, I just love that part. I mean, why wouldn't you be selling watches in the middle of the night, alone, like a creeper to a bunch of strangers? Makes sense to me. The group runs as they see a red scarf hanging on the tree, and then, at the end, we see the carriage with the headless cabbie and the crazy laughing lady. Or, at least it seems like it at first, because it's actually just Ernie and Mr. Wynn riding the carriage in the middle of the night. What's with all these people hanging out in the middle of the night alone in a creepy park? I mean, for spooky individuals like me, that's just a regular Tuesday.
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
But for everybody else, yeah, what are you doing here? Anyways, the group sees that it's not the Headless Cabbie, so Ernie gives them a ride to the ice cream shop and then back to Arnold's house. After he drops everyone off, Ernie heads out with the carriage when he encounters a mysterious woman who is looking for her Scotty dog. She gets on board and offers Ernie her scarf as they ride into the cold, foggy park. A guy literally gets decapitated at the park as a crazy old lady laughs in delight. In a kid's show! Yeah! Don't mind me, I'm just a crazy lady laughing at the fact that Cornelius Percival here has no head. Now that's an episode. Yeah, this is a great episode, and there are a lot of aspects of it that are done very well. But before I get to those, there are a few animation errors I want to point out. The first one is the scarf. In this shot, we see the scarf getting pulled by the tree and ripping in half. But in this other shot, we see that it's intact. How could it be intact if we just saw it rip? The second will be Mr. Wynn's glasses. In this shot, we see it has a black rim, but in the next shot, they are back to how they normally look, and not the Buddy Holly type glasses. These are just some minor things, and don't take away from the episode really, but I wanted to point them out. The best things in this episode will be the writing/dialogue, the cinematography, and the setting. The writing is quality, and the show always did humor well. I mean, the guy selling watches. It's like, why? But then again, why not? As well as the reveal that the crazy lady is just Mr. Wynn with that evil laugh. And you look at it and think, what? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, but it does. Because if you look back, there was an episode where he was a country singer and he could change his voice considerably. So it actually makes perfect sense that he could change his voice tone and timbre. But why is he laughing for no reason? Well, again, why not? The cinematography is also great. All of this show's spooky episodes have great design and environments, which the following is also true for the setting. The wide shots of the trees, the foggy park, and the Victorian design of everything is a classic. A big old park in the middle of the night with tunnels, stone walkways, and gas lamps is the perfect setting for a ghost carriage story. And it also makes sense in the story since they are in a big city and this is supposed to be something kind of like Central Park. Well, if you don't mind, it's time for my daily 3 a.m. walk at the park. And yes, I will be laughing like a deranged lady.
It's me, Ernie!
Ernie, what are you doing here?
What's it look like I'm doing? I'm driving this buggy at night to earn some extra cash. You got a problem with that?
But who's that lady laughing?
That's what no lady! That was me!
Mr. Wynn?
Yes! I have a very creepy laugh!
Can we get out of here now?
All right, hop in. I'll give you a ride home.
Who wants to hear my creepy laugh?
Oh, stop it! Stop laughing, please, Mommy! Stop!
Well, that's about it. The most morbid episode of the show, Hey Arnold. And I would choose that as my #1 pick. However, I want to know what you think. Is this the most morbid episode to you? Or is there another one that you would say is even more so? What did you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to support the channel even more, visit me on Patreon. It's free to join. Well, that's it for now. Adios. Hey Arnold holds a special place for me. There are a lot of relatable moments that remind me of when I was a kid, and I love making videos like these. So if this is one that you like, please consider watching another one, as that tells YouTube that my videos are worth watching, and I'll push it out to more people who might enjoy them. Thanks again for taking the time to be here. I appreciate it very much.